Making this album was hard work because I never put it down, and I never just put it aside and said, okay, I have enough songs for this album. I wrote everything by myself. Well, the album is called Speak Now, and it's called that, and it also has that theme running through the album because it's all based on this one song on the record that is about that moment that they used to have in weddings where they would say, "Speak now or forever hold your peace." That moment is sort of a metaphor for waiting until it's too late to say something about whatever it is that you feel strongly about. Waiting until it's too late, and instead of saying the wrong thing or saying something that you might be embarrassed by, you just say nothing. That's been a habit that I've had in my life, where if there's something that's just so that I don't know what to say or I don't know what to think about, I just go silent until I know what to say, and that's usually when I write a song about it. And so this album is called Speak Now because I'm finally saying all of it. I don't know if it would be exactly 14 different people that have inspired all 14 songs, because you have some repeat offenders. You have some people you've written a few songs about. Why you gotta be so mean? For me, this album is more personal than anything I've ever put out because the last 2 years have been really intense. I don't think I would have been happy with this album if I hadn't written about all of it. And so I have written about all of it. I tend to include details and the entire story because for me, the most fun part about this, the most intriguing part about music is the storytelling that's woven into it with the lyrics. There are a lot of different things that have happened in the last 2 years that have inspired the concept of this album.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
I was really grateful to get the chance to sing a new song, Innocent, on the VMAs. And that really falls under the same theme of the entire record of just saying exactly how you feel when the moment is right. It's all right, just wait and see ya. String of lights are still bright to me. Oh, who you are is not what you've been. You're still an innocent. For me, I feel like I had an entire year to process what you think about certain things, and for me, I think that I just write what I feel. And it's hard to explain how you get there. And this goes back to when I first started writing songs when I was 12. A lot of times, I don't know exactly how I feel about something until I write that song about it. And that's how I know what my opinion is on something, how I feel about something. Music has helped me so much in just getting through life. And that's one of the things I'm very thankful to have discovered songwriting. I go back to December, turn around and make it all right. I came to Nashville when I was 14 and got a publishing deal and immediately started co-writing with people. Before that, I had just written by myself in my bedroom, and it wasn't until I got to Nashville that I learned what a co-write was. And so with my first 2 albums, you see a lot of co-writes on the record. But on this album, I wrote everything by myself, just found myself getting inspired to write songs at 4 in the morning or in the middle of a conversation or while I was on tour in Arkansas and there's no one to call to say, hey, you want to write this with me? So I just wrote all the songs by myself. I don't know what to say since the twist up fate when it all broke down. And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. I went through intense stress and pressure, just honestly thinking about it before anything else, and months and months of just doing nothing but writing and trying to come up with a better way to say how I felt. I was never satisfied until I was so incredibly, undeniably proud of it. And once I hit that point where I had said everything that I needed to say for the last 2 years, I had this moment where it was this complete sigh of relief, and I've been living in that sigh of relief for the last couple of months now that the record's done. It was just such an obvious moment for me that I had said everything that I needed to say, and because of that, I know that I'm proud of the record, and I know that I'm happier with it than I ever thought I could be, so I haven't really stressed too much about it now that it's been done. Well, the things that you go through in a 2-year period of time, I mean, for me, I feel everything. It's you know, like that's sort of been what I've done ever since I started songwriting. I don't really block out too many emotions. I think that when you feel happiness, you should feel that. When you feel sadness, you've got to feel that. Everything from frustration, sadness, regret, happiness, extreme joy, extreme pain, learning what it's like to go through life and be confused about certain things, knowing what it's like to meet people you wish you hadn't met, or not meet people that you wish you had met, or just everything. I mean, there's a lot covered in the record, and I'm really happy about that. Everything now, meet me in the pouring rain. Kiss me on the sidewalk, take away the pain. 'Cause I see sparks fly whenever you smile. A day off for me is, it would be maybe watching a movie, or going out and experiencing like a really beautiful day. Like they have a lot of parks in Nashville, and I usually go to those parks and like drive around or walk around or hang out with my family. My brother's off at college, so the ideal day off would be like if my brother came back from college and my whole family was there, or hanging out with my friends. I see my friends at different times because they live everywhere. They live in different places. So anytime I get to see my friends, it feels like a day off. My mom and I have always been close. We've always been really good friends. She's kept a really good balance between being very honest with me and raising me so that I never ever walked all over her, but also being there for me when I really needed her. So we've been close my entire life, and I'm really thankful for that. My mother accused me of losing my mind, but I swore I was fine. I feel really lucky that I haven't had to change who I am to fit into any sort of mold or fit into anybody else's idea of who I should be. Because for me, I'm living life decision-wise the same way that I would if I wasn't a singer. Like I just don't really have the inclination to go partying. I'm just not really a party girl. That's not really where my interests are right now, so I just really don't do it. I just kind of do what I think is fun, and when people come up and say like, you're such a great role model, I'm like, thank you so much. I'm not doing anything differently than I would if I wasn't doing this, but it does really factor into every choice that I make. The fact that, you know, I get in front of a crowd every night, and that's what I've always wanted to do, and I feel I've earned their trust so far, and I don't ever want to lose that.
I love it. I love hanging out with you guys because you're loud and you're dancing and you know all the words, and you're also very, very nice, which I appreciate.
I do think about the distant future sometimes, but then I think about what I know so far, which is that I had no idea yesterday what I know today, and I had no idea a year from now what I know right now, and I have no idea right now compared to what I'm gonna know a year from now. So I think if I keep that perspective on life, as far as there's no way to predict what's gonna happen in the future, and I'll just keep on living my life and making decisions that feel right at the time.